But what we want is 1 Corinthians 6 and 9.
First Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
Keep going.
Nor abuser of themselves with mankind.
Right.
Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers.
Y'all need some clean chairs up here. Y'all come on in and tighten up. And whoever got books on their chairs, move so everybody can sit down. If not, y'all, we're going to go hit a few more spots and pull all the chairs in.
You got three seats up here.
3 seats up here. Y'all using the chair for your foot and put it underneath. Come on up here, y'all. 3 seats up here. What's up, Merv? Oh, they up there? Okay. Y'all, well, we can go in the other room. There's plenty of other chairs. Hey, a couple fellas, go in the other room and get us about 10 more. No, them down, a little phone hanging out of them.
That's plenty of them.
You said it's plenty of them.
Y'all, what we just talked about here, hitting our topic before we get up on hand on visions and dreams. We just had a little dress code issue about women wearing pants, so we wanted to clear that up and make it understood that every store you go in, here, they get y'all a couple merch, but it's what about them 3 back there? Sitting next to you.
They left to go get some more shit.
Okay, all right. Hold on just a second, y'all. We got plenty more coming. But y'all, this is what we saying. Every store you go in, separate. Signs are right there, ain't it? I mean, ain't no. I don't care if it's a resale shop or what it be. They gonna let you know the separation, so that there'll be no excuse for you to misunderstand. If you got on a fluffy ruffled top and some ditties and a pair of stilettos, that ain't gonna work. Because ain't no stiletto should be on the man's side of the store. I don't care how you look at it. There's a man thong and there's a woman thong, but I'm not saying that. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's called a jockey strap. Athlete's worm. But it ain't no strap going up the middle. The strap is on the side of a man. And it protects his strength. Now, if he got on that one with the string up the middle, it's a problem for a man. The same as if a woman got on that. What is she protecting?
You got that effeminate motto? What it say?
Effeminate.
Of a man. Speak up, bro. Of a man.
Not effeminate.
Effeminate. Spell it right how you spell it.
And what is it saying?
Consider feminine.
Oh, okay, now yes. Read it again.
Read it again, but what it say?
Hold it down, y'all. He's reading that first dimension. Effeminate.
Of a man having traits considered feminine.
Of a man having traits considered feminine.
Feminine man.
So the Most High say you can't get into the kingdom with those traits. So that's eliminate being born with those traits, because if you're born with them, then you already damned from your birth. The Most High say that can't happen. It's impossible for that to happen at birth. That's right. How you gonna go to church if you feel he done wronged you at the beginning? You know your end is already wrong. How you gonna depend on it? It already made you mess up at the beginning. How you gonna trust what else the Most High has got to say? You messed up from the beginning. No. What happens is a lot of times what women are supposed to do when they have a child in their belly, no unclean thing come in there. You can cause chemical alteration, but you can't alter the XX and XY. You can't do that. There's not a study on this planet that says there's a gene deficiency. And nobody can Google that. Yeah, they had tests, and this finger bigger than that one, that's the deal. No, how you gonna determine which finger on this one, big boogers is longer than this one? That's the deal. Oh, what you gonna do? Still putting up this one now? No.
What about living with male parts?
With who? Male parts. Let's talk about what caused the problem. Will a woman really sit down and tell you what she was doing while she was pregnant with that baby in her womb if it was bad? No. So what we're talking about could be fertility drugs, or twins being in the mix. Where do you think Siamese twins come from? They fusing together. They're fusing together. It may be a body part of one fusing together, but it may be the diet in it, because Numbers 6, Law of the Nazarite, Judges 13, Mary, all were told women, this is what you have to put in your body so this baby is made pure. If that was the case, then when we read in Leviticus about the priest, if there's a child came out with a flat nose or a dwarf, these are caused by malfunctions in the diet. Can't be no priest with a flat nose. Can't be no priest that was 2'5". So we have to understand that the Most High said this is a blemish. Blemishes are not caused by the Most High. He's perfect. There's no blemish in him. He don't make mistakes. So y'all, this is what we have to look deep in our consciousness and say, what did I do to cause this problem? Me.
You know, a lot of brothers, man, he's going into these women, man, just being honest, you know, he's high sometimes, he's drinking, you know how it is, you get that smoke on, so much extracurricular.
It gets in the blood.
Then you want to go call your girl after the shoot too on, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And you go in class, and then you shoot that scene in her, and then, you know, you get on the
Well, y'all on the same thing. Two heroin addicts get together and make a baby. The outcome gonna be rough on the baby. He'll start off and they have to wean that baby off of that, but that baby is good after that. Crack babies were a problem because they put them on another substance, Ritalin. That's what got them crazy. Not how they were born, that's out of their system, but the Ritalin that they put them on now got them zombied out. Well, I give him this so he'll calm down. You know what to calm him down? A Hot Wheel track. Calm me down. Let's get back to this. We go ahead, go finish that. Read some more.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9 again. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortion shall inherit the kingdom of God.
So that covers everybody.
That's law breaking too, right?
That's law breaking. All of it is law breaking. And saying you can't get in the kingdom. If you believe that happened to you at the beginning, then you got to find another doctrine because you can't get in. You can't get into this kingdom and not accept that the Most High made you this way. You got to get down to the nuts and bolts of it. What happened?
That's why most of you find it like that. Claim they don't really believe in God anyway. They already know. They
already know. Come on, they put so many things out here that messes up a fetus, the morning after meal, all of that. We messed up. Why do we messed up? Because we're having for unlawful carnality. Let's get to these breaches, y'all, so we'll understand what pants meant in the Bible. So we don't be guessing and making laws up of ourselves. Let's read it. These are the scriptures that is mentioned. And you'll see that all these are dealing with the priest. Let's get it, Mal.
Exodus 28.
Did you get pants for me? Just get pants.
Exodus 28 and 42. We start at 40.
Let's get it.
How we looking, everybody there?
Exodus 28 and 42.
Second book of the Bible. Exodus. The book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 40. And for Aaron's sons. And for Aaron's sons.
For whose sons?
Aaron's sons. Thou shalt make coats. And thou shalt make for them girdles. And bonnets shalt thou make for them. For glory and for beauty. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother. and his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest office. And thou shalt make them linen breeches.
What they should make them?
Linen breeches.
Linen breeches. If we look at what the breeches say, they'll tell you underpants or undergarment. What the
it's going to tell you. It's going to break it up.
Break it off.
And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from the loins even unto the thighs. They shall reach.
Now, the loin breeches are drawn, and we're going to see that there's going to be a covering over these breeches to cover their nakedness.
Verse 43, and they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons when they come in unto the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto the altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him.
Let's get the next one. So we see the linen breeches, but we're going to see why they had to be linen. It's going to clearly understand why they had to be linen. There's a connection with it. But we'll see that there's a covering over these breeches. They ain't never just wore breeches covering up their neck.
Some boxes.
No. Eddie Long had on some breeches in that photo we took. They called spandex. And it had nothing on up underneath, showing himself, uncovering his nakedness. They put tight drawers on with no covering over. Standing in the mirror, sending that to another man.
Chest all out. Abomination, man. Where we at here? Exodus 39?
Exodus 39 and 28. 27.
27 and 28. Got that, Evo?
Who got that?
Exodus 39 and 27. And they made clothes of fine coats of fine linen, of wool, worked for Aaron and for his sons, and a mitre of fine linen, and goodly bonnets of fine linen, and linen breeches of fine twined linen, and a girdle of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and of needlework, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made the plate of the holy crown, pure gold, and wrote upon it a writing like to the engraving of a signet, holiness to the Lord.
And this is what we're going to see on Christ in Zechariah 14. That's when we're saying holiness to the Lord. See, so they were holy unto the Lord. They were set apart. This same title will be put on Christ when you read Zechariah 14 chapter. But what it's talking about, the priest was set up. They had linen breeches. As we go on, you're going to see this is only for the priests of Aaron, concerning how these drawers had to be made. Let's hit the next one. It's going to get even clearer. We set it up, then we're going to hit the definition of pants, which they're going to use on you to go to the dictionary. But you're going to see the difference in the word pants. They're going to say breeches or pants. You know, long coming down to the thigh, or what we call, if you got on a pair of long drawers, what is it? They just long drawers, ain't it? It don't matter if they come down to your ankle. Can you walk out in public with long drawers on? Can you go to work with just a pair of long drawers, especially one with the flap in the back? Can you just show up with a shirt and tie and some drawers on? You better not. See, this is going to be the key, but it's going to tell you all underpants. What do we call? Why put them underpants on? Walk around here naked. So they're underpants. And if this the case, if we ain't supposed to, women ain't supposed to wear pants, then men ain't supposed to wear these, because there need to be a covering over the pants. We're going to see where we're going to get some Samuel where David cut off Saul's skirt. You know, or don't cover a man's skirt. They say, well, that's spiritual, that's his woman. Well, we're going to see where he cut the skirt off at. And when David was dancing, his skirt came up. And they saw his nakedness underneath. David was haughty, so to speak. Playing, and it got a little rough, but that was Saul's daughter screaming on him a little taste. But we're going to see clearly that pants or underpants are what man, and if his pants is, if we out of line, if women are out of line, then the men are out of line, because they're always supposed to be a covering over the pants.
If the breeches are pants.
If the breeches are pants. Let's get some more.
Leviticus chapter 6. Start at verse 8. Leviticus 6 and 8. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar all night until the morning, and the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. Verse 10. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches shall he put upon his flesh, and take up the ashes which the fire hath consumed with the burnt offering on the altar. He shall put them besides the altar.
See, and what he put the breeches on close to his flesh. What is the closest thing to your flesh? Drawers.
That's all it is.
Let's read the next.
We got 11.
That's a good
Go ahead, hit 11.
Yeah, the 11 is going to show the
Verse 11.
about his holy clothes.
Verse 11. And he shall put off his garments and put on other garments, and carry forth the ashes without the camp unto a clean place.
And see, he put off his other garments. When Christ pulled off his outer garments and washed the disciples' feet, he understood. He was just letting them know, look, your neck, when they put up on the cross, they took his what? Took his robe, didn't they? Yeah. But he wasn't up there butt naked, was he?
No.
What did he have on underneath? He was a priest. He had his breeches on up under. They hung him in that for disrespect. And then they gambled for his robe that covered. So y'all, it all we call as a tunic. That you cover the garments. The priest had to do that, so if they walked up steps, if they walked up on a high step, right, you couldn't look up under there and see nothing.
See his man, right?
Right. So they were undergarments or underpants. You know, just like we got on a pair, we should men have on a pair of underpants. Like, unless you're doing what we call raw changes. And the cleaner's going to let you know about that. And extra soap. Extra money I charge you. Let's get the next one. Leviticus 16. We there? We got 16:4.
Leviticus 16 and 4.
We need to back it up anybody.
Verse 3. Leviticus 16:3. Thus shall Aaron come in to the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall he be attired. These are holy garments. Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on.
So what flesh do y'all think this is talking about?
Right.
What part of the flesh is coming up? It's talking about a man's flesh.
Loins.
And the closest garment to his flesh.
Right. And the reason we're going to get to this next, we're going to tell about why they couldn't have, why it had to be linen. And the main thing is because they couldn't sweat. Couldn't be sweaty all down here around these parts. Linen keep you from sweat. That's why we wear linen today in the summertime. And you cut it off, well, we got a cut off date. This society, you cut it off in September, whatever it is, eh? When last time you stop wearing linen? But linen prevents you from sweat. There couldn't be no priest up there, arms all sweated out up under here, sweating up in the loins like he a football player. How you gonna concentrate? Because the first thing you're gonna be looking like, I bet he stank down now. All that sweat and other orifices right in that same area. No. Linen prevents sweating. Let's get some more of this. Ezekiel 48:18, 44:18.
There's the other example too is that like when we first started seeing TV of those other cultures, and you see they wear all them long garments and everything, and they living in the desert. You think how can they stand it wearing all them clothes
in the desert?
In the desert,
right?
Got linen on.
Y'all understand that it's for purposes of not sweat. Sweating is you. First thing it's doing is releasing the toxins in your body. That's what the sweat glands do. So they purify you. But if you're free, so you get purified like that, you know, it is all coming out of your clothing. It has to be holy and set apart. So no sweat. Let's get to Ezekiel to explain.
Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 14. But I will make them keepers of the charge of the house, for all the service thereof, and for all that shall be done therein. But the priests, the Levites, the sons of Zadok, that kept the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me, and they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and the blood, saith the Lord God. They shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall keep my charge. And it shall come to pass that when they enter in at the gates of the inner court, they shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them, while they minister in the gates of the inner court. And within, they shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and shall have linen breeches upon their loins.
Upon their what?
Upon their loins.
Where your loins at?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
When?
They shall not gird themselves with anything that causes sweat.
So when they say a man gird up your what?
Loins.
Why you think your loins at? It man get some strength between your legs, man. When they tell you gird up your loins. The loin is all the power of a man is right in here. That can't be sweat. Now if you work it out, that's a different thing. But you just can't show up like that. Try to wear a pair of corduroy boxers this summer. See if you need a case of Desinex. It's going to be chafing.
Get that 19th.
And when they go forth into the other court, even into the other court to the people, they shall put off their garments, where they minister, and lay them in the holy chamber. And they shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments.
Right. So yeah, we see clearly.
What does fold their heads meaning in that verse?
Hold and cut your head bald. Bald.
Neither shall they shave their heads nor suffer their locks to grow long.
Right. See, a Nazarite was a different. Number 6, they couldn't cut their hair.
Right.
Going through the process of Nazarite. Y'all, so that's all we wanted to cover, but I want to give me pants or breeches out there because that's what they go to. So if they're going by the dictionary version of it, and it says pants, and since everything they're trying to say was only men, priests were supposed to wear them breeches. These are draws, but we are a holy nation now. Women as well as men were told to go preach the word of God. But there's an order to it. This had nothing to do with outer pants that we have on now. If you ain't got nothing on underneath, then you are walking around in drawers if you raw change. If you got on jeans or dickies or whatever and ain't no undergarment, those are your drawers. And those will be the same way. It's to prevent sweating because you sit like that. I mean, how you gonna just show up like that?